This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. This is Central Texas Life with Ann Harder.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Events. And there is a huge event tomorrow in Waco. It is Freedom Ball.
Yes,
and
it
I'm
is.
so delighted to have Felix Chiota, who is the owner of Chiota Aviation. And this is something that celebrates our military. It celebrates flying. And
Yes,
tell
it
me
does.
about
It
Freedom Ball
does.
this year.
Freedom Ball was started by my friend and mentor Jim Allman of Black Hawk Aerospace. That's out at the Waco Regional Airport, and his wife Lynette Allman. So the goal of this event is to honor active military, veterans, and Gold Star spouses. They sacrifice for us domestically and abroad, and so this tomorrow will be a night for us to recognize their sacrifices. Additionally, it's also an occasion for us to perhaps cultivate the future industry professionals, that is, those seeking aviation and aerospace. So we raise scholarship funds for students in McLennan County and that are going to high school or college, and those scholarships are awarded annually to help with the cost of education, because as we all know, going to school, particularly in aviation and aerospace, can be costly. So that's our push, is to bring everybody, celebrate this night, and raise some money for this cause of education. Chiota Aviation sponsors a table annually, because that's our way of, again, giving back to Waco, because Waco is my home.
Yeah. Well, and a little bit more about yourself, since we have a minute. You came all the way from Zimbabwe when you were a young man, went to Baylor University. This is something, flying was something you always wanted to do as a little kid, right?
Yes, indeed. I as long as I can remember, maybe 6 or 7 years old, I would fantasize about what it was like to be up there, how airplanes flew, and I would share those thoughts and dreams with my mother, and we made it happen. I came here to the U.S. in 1995, and today I'm a professional pilot. I own a flight school at Waco Regional. Also, I'd like to say that we're fortunate in Waco, because Waco is such a great community for professionals and families alike. We partnered with a company that makes the fastest growing jet and propeller-driven aircraft, the Cirrus.
I see that's on your shirt.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The Cirrus aircraft is really state-of-the-art aircraft in terms of performance, safety, just amenities that you would not typically find in small aircraft. But they chose Chiota Aviation and Waco because of how we're able to attract business and families that would appreciate the value that Cirrus aircraft brings to their lives. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit more, though, about Freedom Ball. Now, this is going to be at the base, which is a wonderful venue now for
Yes.
galas. I know Mardi Gras Ball was there, the HEB Celebrity Cook-Off, several of the other events who have been on this podcast. And it's a nice facility for that. Is this the second year you've had it there?
This is actually our first year.
Oh, the first year to be at the...
And I just found out that it's sold out.
Oh,
we have
really?
over 700 people
Oh, my
attending this
goodness.
event. Yes. So I'm really excited. We've come
So
a long
this is
way.
just a reminder, if you've
Yes.
got tickets to show.
Yes, please come.
Yeah.
And if we can't make it this year, we'll do it again next year.
Plan
Yeah.
for next year, for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah, so there's usually a band. I mean, it's a dance. It's a regular gala,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Catered
Well,
meal and all.
I'll be dressed to the nines, as they say.
Yeah. So is it after 5? Is it...
I believe it's from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.
yeah, but
tomorrow
meaning
night.
attire. Sorry.
Black
Yeah,
tie.
meaning black tie, yeah.
Black tie, and of course as comfortably as you want to dress.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
Central Texans tend to be a little more relaxed on
Yes.
even a
No, it's
black
not a
tie.
requirement. It's not a
Yeah.
requirement to make it a black tie affair.
But the ladies do. They dress up in evening gowns and
Yes,
it's-
yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
they
a
do.
it's a ball.
It's gonna be a ball indeed. I'm excited. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to be part of it again.
Well, and what a great way, as you say, to honor our military and those who have sacrificed so much. How many years, do you know how many years this has been? I know it seems like when I went to some of the first ones, and it was a long time ago.
Don't quote me on this, but I think we've been doing this for over 10 years at this
Yeah,
point.
I
Yes.
was going to guess at
Yes.
least. At least. Do you know any particulars, like about the band or any of that kind of
Actually, unfortunately, I do not.
Okay,
I wasn't
all
involved
right.
in the organizing of it all, but yeah, it's an event you don't want to miss if you can make it.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
entertainment, the food, and of course, most importantly, the reason we're there. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And as you say, you're raising money to help students. I mean, you found in your own walk, your
Yes.
own journey, that it was, it was important to have some supplemental help because not just going to school is expensive enough, but then you add on the layer of aviation. I mean, that's
Yes.
got to be pricey.
Yeah, so I'm really honored and that I'm able to sponsor a table annually because I know what it means to what would have meant for me if I had that opportunity when I was going through school, and what it means to somebody now that's trying to make it through it, whether they're trying to become an aircraft mechanic, an avionics expert, or a pilot, or an engineer that eventually one day may work for SpaceX. Any of those avenues.
Yeah, yeah, it's a whole new world
Yeah.
out there, and we hear more about, the need for qualified pilots and for people who understand, the mechanics of aircraft. You did fly for a while as a commercial pilot, right?
I flew in 2004 and 5. I flew for a regional airline that was based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
You and I will probably remember this. Northwest Airlines back in the day when they were around before they were absorbed by Delta.
Right.
I was flying for one of their flagship carriers. And then now since 2006 to now I fly business jets all over the world. So that was a shift that I made, and I'm glad I did it. I enjoy what I do now. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be an awesome event tomorrow. Freedom Ball, something that is one of those don't miss
Events.
galas in Central Texas, and it's for such a good cause. People dress up in their red, white, and blue. I mean, it's very,
Yes.
very patriotic, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I'm glad we had a chance to talk about it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you this year or next year and next year.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, for sure next year, and maybe get Jim or Lynette to
Yes.
come along too to talk about it. But yeah, they have really done an amazing thing to start a major event like this so many years ago, and to keep it going and
Keep it going and growing. I mean,
growing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so have you an idea of how much they're hoping to raise through the event?
And that's a question for somebody else.
Okay, yeah. Not
Yeah.
not your pay grade.
No, it's above my pay grade. Yeah, but we
got you.
definitely make a difference in education.
Oh, I know you have. I
Yeah.
know you have. And then over the years, see, that's some of that. I would love to see how Central Texans have come together to make something as important as this happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Freedom Ball. Yeah. So if you have tickets, you're the lucky ones because it is sold out.
Yes, it is, and yeah, that's what we want.
And Felix, great to talk to you. And we have a more extended podcast that will be dropping on Central Texas Life. I think that's coming up on the 13th of March. So, so folks can hear more about your interesting travels and also just the neat way the Lord brought you to Central Texas, and you have made this your home from so far away.
And I really appreciate you having me today, and I enjoyed our conversation. And yeah, wait for it to drop on the 13th of March.
All right, good. All right, well, thanks for being with us for Central Texas Events,
Yes,
and
awesome.
we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Central Texas Life with Ann Harder is part of the Rogue Media family. Be sure to check out our other shows at roguemedianetwork.com. Please rate this show 5 stars on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Join us again soon for more Central Texas Life with Ann Harder. This has been a Rogue Media Network production.